Daisy.
We some of the most brilliant niggas in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Those that was successful in the street and are successful in the street. But it's so important to diversify your portfolio to corporate America.
Right.
Because your hustle that you have, you know, they can't even compete. You know what I mean? With all the 3-letter degrees and all that shit, they still can't compete
Right.
to the real.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's important to diversify to corporate America and don't allow fear to keep you in bondage from doing that, because fear, it'll paralyze you.
Right.
You know, it had me in bondage a long time. So put that fear aside and cross your game over like you cross niggas over on a basketball court.
Right.
And do your
Run
thing.
DMC some Rolexes. Like what made you do that?
Right.
This bag, you put them some Rolexes. This bag,
My man Drake. Yeah, me and Jam Master Jay, I connected with Jam Master Jay before Run and others. You know what I mean? And Jam Master Jay had a street edge to himself where we recognized one another, and I'm trying to get in the game at the time. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get in the game, and it was just a welcome gift to H-Town. You know what I mean? Showing love. And
Nigga probably was like 24. Yeah, I got y'all niggas some Rolexes.
Through
Yeah.
Ron, the Rolls Royce keys. Say, man, yeah, you ain't.
We jumping into it. We got Jay Prince, okay? He's a multi-mogul, okay? Entrepreneur, philanthropist, hustler. Listen, I'm going to just put all the record labels that he owns. But on this episode with Wallow and Gella, okay, on $1 Million Worth of Game, he gave them nothing but gems.
How did you get into the boxing? Did you just woke up one day and said, fuck it, I'm about to invest in some boxers?
Was always my first love. You know, I was watching Don King, Muhammad Ali then when I was a kid. And King, you know, with the hair. I just always loved King's swagger. It was somebody's swagger. He was like what the old man would call a rebellious nigga.
King was like the pimp of boxers.
Yeah, you know, and I can tell from his swagger. So, and I love the sport of boxing. I feel like it's the most exciting sport in the world. So
Daisy. Now the interview gets deep, okay? And as you can tell, that Jay Prince got his connection through J Master J, rest in peace, DJ, and then made his way through by getting into the game, and now he's in a whole different league now with record label ownerships and with the partnerships that he has formed with boxing stars such as Floyd Mayweather. And it all started with his love of just Don King's swagger. You know, it's always good for you to not necessarily idolize, but put yourself in someone else's shoes to figure out what you want to do with what you have. And on $1 Million Worth of Game, this episode was like one of the best episodes ever. Jay Prince sat down and schooled these young cats, schooled these young boys. You feel me, about the ins and outs of being in the industry and the game. And Jay Prince was able to just transcend and build up his portfolio and take it to a whole nother level. So when you're thinking about being in the business of any sort, just always keep your head on a swivel and get your money and your finances up and read them contracts. And it's not what you know, it's always who you know. So let's jump back into the interview.
he got his wife at the time on the phone and introduced us, and you know, I'm thinking I'm on the team. He tell his wife, I want Jay Prince on the team, so I'm happy. I done came here and accomplished, you know, being on the team with Mike Tyson and go back to the hotel at night and sleep good, wake up the next day and try to get with Tyson, and the phones wasn't working.
Damn, wait.
So I'm like,
Mike,
damn.
Mike cut the phones off on
I
you?
don't think it was Mike. I think it may have been a little higher up.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? They got this manager by the name of Shelly Finker who was competition at the time. And I think he heard I was in town, but it turned out to be a good story because Floyd had gave me his number, and I asked the homie, I said, who is this dude right here? He said, oh, this is the 130-pound champion. So bam, red light go off in my head. I'm like, I prayed for a champion. Like, I'm a praying man. Everything I ever wanted to attain and accomplish in life, I exercise the gift of prayer. It's free, right?
Right.
So, bam, I believe that he's the answer to my prayer. And within 2 weeks, me and Floyd had done a deal, and I managed.
Now, Daisies, would you look at that? See? A blessing in disguise, right? Jay Prince ended up getting what he wanted, and he pursued what he needed. Okay.